EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
43-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Humphrey on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Goff. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
It's now fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Lions first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. What's up?
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Gibbs, the ball carrier. The tackle by Trenton Simpson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play, and a 1st down. Here's Henry. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and
to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike. What they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in, and now here comes 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball.
Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Throwing here is Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hold on. What's that?
Goff to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kyle Van Noy in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll send Flowers in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
He'll swing that out wide, and he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a one-point game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Jackson. Forced to his right. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
No, we can't. What? What already? What is it?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the 1st sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so. And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Madden. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Super one. Not like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now, faking the give, exiting the pocket right, taking off. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. So we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. Third down coming up. Here's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
A gain of 19
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way. You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Loop to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Here's first and 10. Throwing, Goff. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
We're going to go right back to Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout to talk things over before third down. They'll go again here with Henry. 13 on the pickup. Good for a Raven first down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, Detroit.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's gone. They'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
20.
Goff now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Isaac to Slaw. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Ken Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give for Walker running right. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's another Seahawks first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
We go set. Lady, set.
Off of play action, Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Darnold. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
We're going to set. Ready.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker from a yard out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cut. 180. What's that?
Here's Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
To throw is Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Faking the give, Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Now Darnold. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Seahawks 6.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Escapes the defender. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side, completes a count. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the